Turning now to the midterms with less than 70 days to go. All eyes are on Pennsylvania. President Biden visiting the state 3 times in a week, and he delivered a blistering speech against former President Trump last night. Trump is set to hold a major rally with GOP candidates tomorrow night. ABC's congressional correspondent Rachel Scott is at the midterm monitor with more. Rachel, we're seeing a lot of focus on the Keystone State by Democrats and Republicans.
Yeah, and there's a reason why President Biden is traveling to the state 3 times in 1 week. So just take a look. This is critical when it comes to midterm elections, but also presidential elections. And look no further than 2020. President Biden won this state just by 50% of the vote. And I want you to look at the margins here. Don't worry, I did the math for you. 80,000 votes separated Joe Biden from Donald Trump in the 2020 election. We know that former President Donald Trump won this state back in 2016. Well, and then back in 2012, former President Barack Obama won this state. So it really is a true battleground, a true toss-up here. And Pennsylvania is actually one of 6 states where you have a Democrat and a Republican represented in the U.S. Senate. So major implications, not just for the midterms, but also looking ahead to 2024, Kenneth.
Yeah, Pennsylvania, an important state. I lived there. Philadelphia, a lot more important than just cheesesteaks. There's a lot going on there. In Pennsylvania, as you know, Rachel, a lot is on the line in November. Several key statewide and federal races. What are you watching?
Yeah, well, let's take a look at this. All eyes are on the governor's race in Pennsylvania. You have the Democratic Attorney General Josh Shapiro up against the state senator Doug Mastriano. Mastriano was actually there on January 6th. He has peddled former President Donald Trump's false claims about the 2020 election. Why does this matter big picture here? Because remember, the governor has a say in who becomes Secretary of State. And Secretary of States have a say in how elections are run in their state. So that has major implications going forward, especially when you have election deniers in these very critical races. Mastriano is also another one who has had some comments on abortion, saying that it should be banned as early as 6 weeks into a woman's pregnancy. We know that Shapiro is a big advocate for protecting abortion rights. Over in the Senate now, this race has really turned nasty. I was on the ground in Pennsylvania covering this for the primary. You have the Democratic candidate, John Fetterman. He suffered a stroke just days before the primary. He actually won his primary race from his hospital bed. He is up against the Republican candidate, Dr. Oz. We know that he is endorsed by former President Donald Trump. This race has turned nasty really in this final stretch. Lots of attacks by the Oz campaign on Fetterman's health. Fetterman now says he doesn't want to debate Dr. Oz. Critical state. Also, you're going to have these 3 House races up for grabs as well. Those are all held by Democratic incumbents, Kenneth.
On that Senate race, no comment, Rachel, on the Twitter back and forth?
Yeah, no. Twitter back and forth. A lot of it, right? I mean, this is one of the, it has been nonstop attacks in that Senate race. It's going to be a critical one, and I'm just waiting to see whether or not we're actually going to see Dr. Oz and Fetterman on stage together actually debating the issues. Lots of attacks, not much yet on the issues.
Yeah, we're watching for that, definitely. Back to Trump for a second. Rachel, he's traveling to the state on Saturday for a rally with those top Republican candidates. Why is he traveling to central Pennsylvania?
Yeah, and he'll be in Wilkes-Barre, and this is exactly where President Biden was just a few days ago. Luzerne County is the name. So critical state, critical district here, critical county, because Luzerne County is really a toss-up here. This is a state that former President Donald Trump won in both 2016, again in 2020. Right here, this is Scranton. Obviously, you see a little bit of blue on that map where President Biden won. Look at all the red here. This is actually one of the few places where former President Donald Trump won that is actually represented by a Democrat in Congress. Matt Cartwright, he's actually up for re-election this year, and Republicans are looking to win this district. Remember, the margins here are just so thin when it comes to taking back the majority in the House. Republicans only need to net 5 races, Kenneth. 5
races. All right. Rachel Scott taking us on a tour of Pennsylvania. Appreciate it, friend. Thank you.
I'll bring the Philly cheesesteaks next time, Kenneth.
They were good. D'Alessandro is my favorite because they really chop. Okay, we don't have time for that. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.